Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to solve problem number 21 in AMC 8 2022. So the problem says, Steph scored 15 baskets out of 20 attempts in the first half of a game, and 10 baskets out of 10 attempts in the second half. Candace took 12 attempts in the first half and 18 attempts in the second. In each half, Steph scored a higher percentage of baskets than Candace. Surprisingly, they ended with the same overall percentage of baskets scored. How many more baskets did Candace score in the second half than in the first? So to this we have two key points of information. We have the same overall percentage, and Steph had scored a higher percentage of baskets than Candace in each half. So to get our overall percentage of baskets scored, we just simply add these two fractions together. So we do 15 over 20 plus 10 over 10, which gives you the overall percentage of 25 over 30. So Steph's overall percentage of basket scored is 25 over 30. So since they say that they are the same, Candace's baskets also have to equal 25 over 30. Since we know that the 12 plus 18, it can be equal to 30. But we still don't know the top because we don't know any of these. So we're going to declare two variables for each of these. X is going to be equal to Candace's first half. That is her. What was that? It's going to be her first half. So that's how many she scored in the first half. And Y is going to be how many she scored in the second half. So we're just going to add that into the second half. And now we can just simply write a simple fraction that says that the top two added together, because that's what we did for the top one, over 30, since like 12 and 18 added together is equal to 30, is supposed to equal 25 over 30, since it says they have the same overall percentage. Now to do this, we can just simply multiply both sides by 30. So we just multiply both denominators by 30, and that cancels them both out, so you get x plus y is equal to 25. So now here comes the part where Steph scored a higher percentage. We can express this by saying in the first half, Steph scored more with 15 over 20. She scored 15. So in the first half, Candace is going to have scored a less percentage of baskets. To do this, we can just simply say that 15 over 20 is going to be greater than x, which is our first half variable, over 12. That's basically what that is. Do the same thing for the second half. So 10 over 10 must be greater than y over 18. So now we just need to find those values. But remember, they have the same overall percentage. So then x plus y must equal 25. So we can list out anything that they can be. So the overall percentage has to be less. So 15 over 20, that is equal to about 3/4, which is 0.75. And the highest x has to be less than 0.75. So 9 over 12 is equal to 3/4. If you divide both sides by 3, you'll get 3 over 4. So this one, x has to be less than 9. So we can just say that x must be less than 9. Which means that it can be any of the numbers from. And you cannot make like half a shot, so decimals are not included. You only have whole numbers. So you just find the things that x could be that are less than 9, which we would basically be counting down like 8, 7, 6, etc. So those are the possible values for your x. And for the y, we're going to do the same thing. Y, we already know that 10 out of 10 is 100%, so it obviously has to be less than 18 over 18, and it has to be rounded to it has to be a whole number, so it can't be a decimal. So greatest one would be 17. And then we can start counting down from there. And it can go on and on until it reaches 0. You can't have negative shots. So we need to find 2 of these that equal 25, which actually is pretty easy because guess what? The 2 largest actually equal 25. Any of the others are too small. For example, 70 plus 17, that is 24. Or 8 plus 16 is also 24. So 18 and 17 are going to be your only 2 things that can add up, numbers that can add up to 25. So now that we know that x must be equal to 8 and y must be equal to 17. So then 8 and 17. So now that we filled it out, it says how many more baskets did Candace score in the second half than in the first half. So to do this, we just do 17 minus 8, which equals 9. So she scored 9 more baskets in the second half than in the first half, which would be answer C. 9 more baskets. And that is how you solve problem 21. Thanks for watching.